My name is Sylvia DeBow. I am the CEO of the Veterans Guest House. I spent the last 13 years in the nonprofit world, and before that, serving in active duty in the Navy. Chuck Fulkerson, our founder, was on the way to the VA one winter morning and had noticed that there were cars in the parking lot with windows that were fogged up. When he had approached a woman who was coming out of one of the cars with the fogged up windows, he asked what happened. And she had said that her husband was in the hospital and her and her children had no place to go. So they slept in their cars. And from that moment, Chuck and a number of others in the community rallied together to provide what was then called the Spouse House and eventually developed into the Veterans Guest House. So the primary way we help veterans is by providing access to health care, by providing a free overnight place that's safe for veterans and their families to stay. Veterans can book directly by just calling us. They can also email us online, or they can work with their respective social worker at the local hospitals to stay with us. COVID has affected the house very similar to other businesses in the community in that we had to limit our capacity. Because the hospitals were also limited in what they were serving, we also saw less demand. Now that things are starting to open, we're seeing increased demand and are working as hard as we can to ensure that every veteran is served, including our partnership with the Sands for overflow. We have 4 employees. We have over 100 volunteers. Well, prior to COVID, that is. But without people in the building, there's less need for volunteers. This was in 2003, and then the hallway between is the second building, and that was 2018. Our biggest plan for the future is to meet the need in the community that we see. By our estimates, we believe we are serving about 10% of the veteran population who actually needs us. Our hope is not only to ensure that every veteran who is coming to the Reno Sparks area is aware of us and has us as an option to stay, but also to expand our services through collaborations with others in the community that serve veterans. We are 100% philanthropically supported, so the guest house from the very beginning has always been as a result of the generosity of the community, both with individual donors, groups, and local companies. The biggest ways to help the Veterans Guest House is through donating, whether it's your time, resources, but also letting others know that we're here. The biggest challenge we have is making sure that those in the community who need us are aware that we are here for them.